Pineapples. I love pineapples. It's probably my favorite fruit. At least it's in my top 3. I've had this pineapple for probably a week. I've been meaning to cut it and show you how I cut my pineapples. But I've had a lot of fruit and other things to eat, so this guy is ready to cut. Now, some people say you gotta pick golden pineapples. Greens are just as fine. Gold or green, in my book, are about the same. Same sweetness levels between gold and green. It should smell mildly sweet when you get it from the store. A little bit musty. Hey buddies. I like a big head, like a wild head of hair. Like this was a flamenco dancer in Brazil or wherever they have flamenco dancers. You don't want any external damage on your pineapple, so that's probably the most important thing to watch out for. You should find a healthy head of hair on your pineapple. This one's been sitting in my house, but when I bought it, it was all pretty much green. There was a couple little brown spots, but no problem there. So pineapple, it looks intimidating. I mean, you know, this could be an NFL football or some wild animal in your house that when you're sleeping could wake up and do some, when you're sleeping can come after you in your sleep. Very simple on the pineapple here. So first cut. Off with his head. You can actually plant this and grow pineapples if your climate is conducive to that. You just plant it. Some other information on the interwebs about that. Trash. So this is so easy. I don't know why more people don't go after the pineapple. This is a great fruit. Some doctors will even tell you that it fights inflammation. It's excellent for digestion. The other thing about pineapples is there's an enzyme in pineapple that helps you to digest meat. Hispanic people, they've solved this many millennia ago. For example, al pastor is a pork that has pineapple, or it's marinated in pineapple, but sometimes it's served with pineapple. The Hawaiians, shout out to my Hawaiians, woo woo, with the Hawaiian burger, the Hawaiian pizza. Now, pineapple is controversial on pizza. I don't think it is. I think pineapple does belong on pizzas. Not on all pizza, but I think it goes well with pizza. And remember, it's got enzymes in it that help digest meat products. So you can even buy these enzymes. I think Trader Joe's has a little enzyme, pineapple enzyme tablets or supplements, whatever they are. But it's very simple to cut a pineapple. So toothy knife. I prefer the toothy knives rather than the straight blade. So you got the head off with his head. Now there's a core in here. It's a circular shape. You can't eat that. And I've also read that if you do eat that whole thing, or many of them, it could be poisonous to humans, but we're gonna cut out anyways, and usually those are cut out. Or if you buy pre-cut pineapple at the store, they have them and you can sort of chew around them, but you can't really eat it anyway, so I don't know who's eating those. But so off with the top, then straight cut down the middle. I'll cut this bottom part off, but one thing you should know, the pineapple sweetness changes. So you can see this is a lighter white, lighter yellow down to a golden yellow. This is the sweetest part of your pineapple. So don't take too much off the bottom, because you'll be missing the good stuff. So we'll set, well, I'm gonna rinse my plate. All right, so rinse my plate. Now I'm gonna set the pineapple on one side. Now it was helpful to cut the bottom because now it'll lay flat and I can do the rest of my business. So there's two ways you can do this. From here you can shave off the sides, or what I normally will do is I'll make it into a quarter, and then the next cut's gonna be to cut this core out. It's not that wide, and you can kind of see if any was left, you'd be able to kind of see it. It's a different shape, and then it's a different shape than the pineapple itself, so it's pretty easy to see if you've left any of that on. So tuck your fingers in. This will always prevent cuts, especially when cutting fruits and slippery, unstable things, but my fingers are tucked in, so even if the knife slips, it's not going to cut me. Now, I cut it circular. That leaves some of the fruit still on, so you don't, I mean, you got to get the peel off, but you don't want to cut too much. Now, some people will keep cutting until they get rid of all this stuff in here. I don't agree with those people. I think it wastes a lot of pineapple. So, I mean, these bigger ones, you can try to take a little small slice, but if you keep going deeper and deeper, you ain't gonna have any pineapple left. So I'll just drop it in my Tupperware, and I make some pretty crude cuts. I use this mostly for smoothies, or after a meal I will eat a few pieces of fruit. But you got your quarter here again, just to show you. Cut the core out, set that aside, and then you're just going to tuck your fingers in and cut the skin off. There's my pineapple. That literally took 3 or 4 minutes to cut it all down. This is too easy to not be doing yourself. The store charges a lot when they cut it for you, and you don't know who's been cutting it, and you don't know what they've been soaking it in. And sometimes they put chemicals to keep it fresh while it's sitting there in the fridge for Lord knows how long, could be months. You can put lime on this and cook with this. Again, it's really great with any sort of meat products. So this is just amazing. I mean, it's just an amazing fruit. I really enjoy it. This will last me 4 days maybe. Please like and subscribe if you like my videos and you'd like to see more content.